Have you tried a lot of different things for your back pain, but it's still limiting you in what you can do and how you can stay active? Well, in this video today, I'm going to show you how one type of exercise called Pilates can be very beneficial to help you solve your back pain if done in a consistent manner and guided through by an expert. Now, back pain can stop you in your tracks, and if it's something where you're waking up in the morning, you feel stiff and achy, or you can't sit very long or stand very long, and it's stopping you in your tracks and you've tried a lot of things, if you don't stick to a regular exercise program that is custom made for you, then it can be really difficult to get over it without relying on medications or surgery. So we are big in the holistic health space and really guiding you in a natural solution to get over your back pain and find a solution. And that's why Pilates-based exercise can be so helpful. Well, my name is Dr. Dawn. I'm a physical therapist that works a lot with back pain, and through the thousands of clients that I've helped, guide them in the right direction using Pilates-based exercises. That's what we're going to discuss today in a beginning exercise routine if you are not familiar with Pilates and how it can help you. So Pilates was invented back in the late 1800s, and Joseph Pilates designed the series of exercises in order to provide a strength and flexibility form of exercise. And we have found over the years in the evolution of Pilates that it really goes hand in hand in the rehab world. It helps lengthen your spine, encourage good posture, helps your coordination and balance, and really gets strength from the muscles in your deep core, that from the inside out. And here we're talking about your deep abdominals, your back muscles that connect and stabilize your spine, your diaphragm, your breathing muscle, and then your pelvic floor at the bottom. So thinking about the exercises and how your spine needs to be flexible but also stable, Pilates is a great way to have a custom exercise program, whether it's done on a mat or it's done on equipment called a reformer or a Cadillac in a Pilates studio. So with any exercise program, you want to make sure that you've been cleared by your doctor. If you're having any major red flags, like numbness and tingling down the legs, changes in bowel or bladder function, or numbness or pain in the saddle region, you definitely want to see your doctor and get cleared first before you try anything in this video. So why does back pain even occur? Maybe you have an acute flare-up and it keeps coming back over the years, or you have been dealing with this for a while. It just feels kind of stiff and achy and it's a chronic problem. Well, back pain usually occurs over a series of time with bad posture, bad mechanics. If you're bending over or you're putting a lot of stress on areas in your lower back or mid back that your muscles can't support you. So if you're sitting at your desk a lot or you're sitting in the car a lot, your muscles will adapt and your spine has a lot of stress on it, especially at the discs in your lower back, or through any of the areas around the ligaments can get stretched and lengthened and create some aching and pain. So having an exercise program that is going to work on getting the posture up nice and tall, taking pressure off the joints, and having back pain, if you're taking some time to really think about what your daily activities are and what things might be provoking it and how you can stand versus sit or walk more, get more movement throughout the day. Those changes in daily habits are really going to make a big change if you adapt those to make little tweaks, and then also adding an exercise program that you're doing for 10 to 15 minutes a day. And that's what I'm going to show you here. So we love a good warm up, and I love to tell my clients to go for a walk. It's helpful to get the joints lubricated. You're also hydrating. This is another important thing to help with back pain. So getting your muscles and your joints moving, getting a little blood flow and circulation, this can all be helpful in a warm up. I'm going to take you through 5 of these Pilates-based exercises, more of a beginner level. And the first one is going to incorporate breathing. Breathing is so important for getting the muscles in your back to fire again. Once they're in pain, they stop working. And there's been studies to show that your brain actually needs that connection back to your muscles to activate again and remind them, re-educate them to work again. So breathing can be a helpful exercise and very basic, but also very underrated. You're gonna go, also, you can go back to any of my other back pain videos, and I refer to diaphragmatic breathing as a good thing to do for acute back pain. So with this Pilates-based exercise, we're gonna start on our back with our knees bent. So in this position, you're gonna imagine, like I said before, that you're breathing into your belly and breathing into your rib cage, not up here in your neck and shoulders. So you'll take an inhale, and as you exhale, you're gonna imagine that you're just drawing in the muscles that are under your fingertips here. They're right at my hip bones, so I'm pulling those in on my exhale. Just a little hug toward your spine. Nothing that is tucking your pelvis or pushing your back into the mat. You wanna keep your back relaxed. So I inhale through my nose and exhale through my mouth. And I feel that tension under my fingertips there on my exhale. Try that 10 times. That is the first exercise in our Beginner Pilates series. Okay, the next thing is getting some spine movement. And this is where you want all your vertebrae to be moving, be able to flex and extend. And doing this in a supported position is going to be helpful, and it'll get some movement in the muscles in your lower back. So you are going to be on your hands and knees. This is a cat-cow exercise. If you've done yoga, this is similar. So you'll take an inhale, and as you exhale, tuck your pelvis. Think of rounding your back like a C curve with your back. And then let it go. Inhale and look up slowly, and you can move your back the other way. And then exhale, curl the pelvis and roll up, arching your back there. You can repeat that 10 times. If it is painful, uncomfortable, then definitely take it a smaller range of motion or go back to that first exercise that we did. Okay, the next exercise is spine rotation. If it's hard for you to sit like this, you're gonna put a yoga block, roll up a pillow, something that you can put under your bottom, so that way your pelvis is lined up and your back is straight. You don't want to sit back on your tailbone and round your back. You want to be up nice and tall, but if your hamstrings are tight, it might be hard for you to sit like this. So prepare your back in the best way, your nice long alignment through your lower back and through your spine. Like if your spine was a tube and we're trying to stretch it, you want to stay up nice and tall. We're going to take our arms out to the side. You'll take an inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to rotate your shoulders so you're looking to the right, and then bring it back to center. Inhale to prepare, and then exhale and rotate the other direction. This may feel very difficult, like you get stuck in a certain way, so take it to where you can. You're twisting to show that your sternum and your chest is actually going to rotate, not just your arms and your shoulders, okay? You want to twist through your rib cage and through your upper back. So you can do about 5 to 10 on each side, and every time you're doing it, you're pulling in and up from those abdominal muscles and rotating through your back, your upper back. Once again, if this is painful or difficult, go back to the first exercise and repeat that and gradually get into this one too. Okay, the next one is a pelvic bridge. We are on our backs again with our knees bent. We are going to learn how now to tuck your pelvis. So before we were just keeping our back relaxed, and now this time, think of your pubic bone lifting and you're pressing your back into the floor or into the mat. And you're gonna curl your spine, lifting off the floor. Your bottom lifts and you are using your butt muscles, your glutes, and you're using your lower back. And then you'll soften the ribs and you'll roll back down the opposite way. It's important to engage those pelvic muscles and abdominals, hug them in as you curl up. And then at the top, pause for a second or two and roll back down. Do not hold your breath. Make sure you inhale first and then exhale, tuck and lift. Inhale at the top and then exhale, roll back down. Take that at your own pace and you can repeat that 10 times. Okay, the last one that I'm going to show in our Beginner Pilates series is called a bird dog exercise. You are going to be on all fours. This is going to focus on those stabilizing muscles along your spine and your vertebrae and help support your back. Okay, you're going to go on all fours with your hands under your shoulders, and then notice how my knees are right under my hips. My back is flat like a tabletop, okay? You're going to inhale to prepare. As you exhale, hug those muscles in from your belly like you did before, and extend your opposite arm and leg. We're gonna inhale and then exhale the other side. And you want to alternate legs, alternate arms, opposite side. Repeat about 10 times each side. And the goal is, if you had a cup of water balancing on your back, that water's not gonna spill. You're gonna keep your spine nice and level. When I see people do this, they end up twisting their hips and rotating their back, but you actually want to keep your back very straight and stable when you do it, because that's going to make you use your stabilizing muscles in your lower back. So that's a bird dog exercise. So once again, to recap, we had 5 exercises in this Beginner Pilates series that you can try. We had the diaphragmatic breathing, we had the cat-cow, we had the spine rotation, the pelvic bridging, and the bird dog exercise. So it's very important that you're practicing these once or twice a day. You want to go through this routine and keep it consistent. Anyone with back pain that can't get through these exercises, you definitely want to see a professional. It's helpful to see a physical therapist that is going to guide you in the right direction. But these exercises can make a huge difference in that daily annoying back pain. So try this. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and comment below. And also, I would love if you hit subscribe and followed our videos, as we have many other videos we release on a weekly basis and all about women's health topics and back pain. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching.